So I had a video I posted last week of Willow walking and teaching her how to not react to dogs that are reacting in different yards. I had a couple of really good questions. The first question was, what do you do if she does not respond to you? And I'm going to get to that in a second. The second question was, why were you praising her for being overexcited? I'm going to answer that second one first. So the reason I'm rewarding her for giving me what she was giving me was because I like that behavior better than if she was pulling and lunging on the leash. I'm not looking for perfection. As she continues to grow and mature, I want her to learn how to handle other dogs, people, situations, environments that may be very exciting, very high with stimulation. I want her to learn how to recognize it and make the choice to be responsive to it and to deal with it in an appropriate way. I'm not just looking to avoid reactivity. I'm looking to teach her the skills on how to handle this. Many dogs will mirror the dog's behavior that is reacting. So if you have a dog that you're walking and a dog is reacting behind a fence, oftentimes the dog that's walking will mirror that dog. I don't want her to mirror other dogs. So I am rewarding her and acknowledging that I really appreciate the behavior she's given me. And then each time we work in that environment or that situation, I will expect that behavior, maybe with even a little improvement. And I will continue to shape that behavior until I get the behavior that is more appropriate. This upcoming video, you're going to get an opportunity to see just that. Not only did she have an encounter with this dog that looked like it was going to jump over the fence. I'm not sure if the dog did jump over the fence, but it was not reacting prior to this. I had actually not seen it or heard it. And then all of a sudden it shows up out of the blue. And that's part of the video you're going to get to see that Willow got a chance to meet that dog that was barking and lunging at her in the previous videos. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Good. 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 All right, let's go. Yeah, good job. Good girl. Good. Willow, come. Good. 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 Come. Good job. Good. Now, as for the question of what do you do when she does not respond to you? I'm going to be honest. It doesn't happen often. And that's because I really do set her up for success, or I manage the situation because we may not have the right behavior nailed down prior to that. So if I have a behavior that I ask Willow to do and she does not do it, my response depends on the behavior. If I ask her to sit and she doesn't sit, I will wait 3 to 5 seconds. If she doesn't respond, I ask again, the exact same way. And then I wait another 3 to 5 seconds. If she does not sit, I then ask myself, is it crucial that she sits in this moment? And to be honest with you, 95% of the time, it is not crucial. So I let it go. And I can do that because of the relationship that we have built. The second thing I will ask myself is, why didn't she sit? And many times it's because she is uncomfortable and feels like she can't protect herself with the environment by sitting, or it's an uncomfortable place to sit. Now, if I ask my dog to come, if I ask my dog to do something that is important and crucial, remember that I was asking, is it crucial? If it's something I absolutely do need, I will follow through, but I follow through with the least amount of energy or emotion. So if I need her to come, I will ask her to come. If she doesn't, after 3 to 5 seconds, I repeat. After that, I will then just go get her. I don't go get her and yell at her, scream at her, grab her, snatch her up, or anything like that. I go figure out, why didn't you respond? Oh, there must have been a dead animal, or maybe you didn't hear me, or whatever that case may be. And then I will just gently guide her back to where we are going. And that's how I follow through. I go to her. Now, are there consequences for not coming consistently? Oftentimes, it's just losing the privilege of being free. So it's being put back on the leash. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't need that very often. The relationship that she and I have built has all been about building for the future. I don't teach behavior for the moment. I teach the behavior to put together so that she learns life skills, not the first couple year skills, but life skills, everything after she's fully developed. So everything after 2 years old. And right now she's 18 months. So everything I've been working with her is all about her life skills that will be more of 10, 12 years instead of just the short 18 months that she's been on this earth. So always slow down and really focus on your relationship before you focus on too many obedience commands. Good job, baby girl. Did you make a new friend? Did you make a new friend? Hi. I don't know who you are. All right, let's go. Good job. Say bye. Bye, little friend. Bye, little friend. Willow, come. Atta girl. Atta girl. Oh, shit. Hey, good girl. Willow, come. Good, okay. Good girl. Good job, good girl. Good girl. Say bye-bye to your friend. I get a great opportunity to call her off while she is chasing that dog. Now, she's chasing out of fun and play, but either way, I called her to me and she turned on a dime and came back in my direction. Now, what you will notice is this, is she did not come all the way back to me. And in that moment, I allowed that to slip. In other words, I let that go. And I'm going to tell you why. Because that other dog came up flying behind her. And in her mind, and this is in all dogs' minds, it is more important to avoid conflict than it is to be obedient. Obedience is human. That's our thing. For her, she had to make sure that dog wasn't trying to come back and tackle her from behind. So it was very normal for her to handle that. But as she was coming in my direction, I was already telling her what a good girl she was. And then once the dog came back, I let her handle that. And then I finished it by asking her to come in that last little bit. Good job. Good. Let's go. Very good. Very good. Let's go. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. This is what I want you guys to really focus on, is focusing on building that relationship and then looking for the behaviors that you like. If you have a dog who barks and lunges at other dogs, start with just rewarding, not the lunge. What I'm saying is you've got to start looking for the small pieces to start working on, even if they're only a little bit better than what you don't want, and not looking for the perfect behavior. You're not looking for perfection. Right? We are working towards appropriate life skills. Now, you're also going to get to see, as we walk past another fence with a couple of dogs being reactive, and she is completely off leash, and she makes the choices. And if you notice, as soon as I hear the dogs, I'm telling her what a good girl she is, because I want her to know that that is the right response I'm looking for. But I'm also going to give her an opportunity to make a decision. If she started to run towards them, I would have called her back. But she made the choice to not go. And that's why you didn't hear me say things like leave it, no, come, all of this. I want to give her opportunities to make that decision in that moment. Now, common sense. I know it's a safe area. I know that everything is safe. And I also know that I have good control over her. So I want to give her that opportunity to make those decisions. We always have to use common sense when we are working with our dogs.
That's Mama's good girl. Good girl. It's a good girl. It's a good job. Yeah, it's a good job. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. Very good girl. Good job.
And as you go through, you're going to hear me use a couple of different commands. You're going to hear me use my this way, but I'm also using not yours this way. And what that is telling her is that that's not her property and for her to come back in my direction. And I want to start teaching her to stay on the pavement or stay on the grass, depending on where we are. Now, this is something I just don't want her going in people's yards and up their driveways. But I don't want to have to tell her every single time. So as we go through and walking, I will continue to redirect her as needed. But then when she decides to make the good choice, then she can get praised. And you'll see how she starts to make those decisions and she starts to put together the common denominator, which is you don't go in people's yards.
Good girl. Yep, we're going to go this way. Good job. Not yours. This way. Good. Very good. Not yours. This way. Willow, this way. Good job. Thank you. Good girl. Thank you. We don't want to go up on people's property, baby. Yeah, we got to stay on the road. Yeah, good job. Not yours. This way. Willow, this way. Good. Good. It's Mama's good girl. Good girl. Good job. Oh, you're doing a nice close walk. Good.
That is what you're getting to see, is me teaching Willow life skills so that I don't have to micromanage, but I can direct her if I need to. Build that relationship that is important to you. I know that's what I'm doing with Willow, and I really hope that each and every one of you guys can build that with your dog. So be sure to subscribe, follow along on all of our social media channels. Check out our blog and our newsletter, and don't forget our podcast. You can get it anywhere you stream. And if you would like to learn how to start building a real relationship with your dog that is mutually beneficial for you both, reach out because we do offer virtual sessions and in-person sessions if you're local, or if you are in Savannah, Georgia, or around Tybee Island. We are looking to add more clients there so that we can start to do an in-person session with our clients there. But we'll need to get a group going for that. So if you need anything, you can reach out to us. We'd be so happy to help you out.